right, I have exciting good news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Bitcoin and shitcoin. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So this is what it is from decrypt.com.co. Bitcoin fanatic Michael Saylor, the genius who everyone was saying, like, what do you know? What do you know? You're so stupid. He's so great. So this great man, Michael Saylor, steps down from as MicroStrategy CEO. Talia, Talia, let's clap hands. So he has stepped down. So let's see why. Maybe it's a promotion. So Saylor will stay on as executive chairman and says the move will allow him to double down on the company's Bitcoin acquisition strategy. It's August 3rd, 2022. Well, of course, he will say positive stuff. Of course, I am going to double down and all that. See, remember this much. Simple logic. If you are the CEO of a company, the head of a company, and the company is doing amazing, great, like Tim Cook, it's doing better and doubling in terms of profits and increasing, and the board has faith in you, they're not going to touch your position. In fact, they're going to increase your powers. They're going to make you bigger. They're going to give you better bonuses. Like when Steve Jobs rejoined Apple, he was taken as interim CEO. Finally, he took over and kicked off that other CEO. He became the CEO. And he was so pivotal. So when Tim Cook took over, and because of his strategy of minting money by selling unwanted dongles and cables and all that nonsense, but he made Apple into such a big company with so much of revenue, so much of profit, they didn't touch him. Can you see Apple, anything happening to his position? Nothing. He's not being touched. In fact, even Elon Musk, until now, the stupidity what he's doing, nobody's going to touch Elon Musk as long as he's bringing in profits, as long as he's making the company valuable. The day he becomes a liability, they'll also ask him to step down. This has happened with any and every company. The minute you become a liability, they'll ask you to step down. So Michael Saylor, who is a fanatic, it's correct what they put it, he has been asked to step down. Asked to step down means, I'm sorry, we don't trust you anymore. We think you're gone mad. You need to step down. Okay. So cloud software company MicroStrategy today announced that Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin advocate, has served as the company's chief executive officer since 1989, will step down as CEO and transition to a new role of executive chairman. Why are they giving him a new position? To save face in the company so that the shares don't crash. They're just going to keep him there, but I'm 100% sure his powers have been cut short, and they're not going to give him the complete authority that he enjoyed, the monopoly that he. This is a fact. It's simple, man. Listen, if you're running a company and you have a guy who you totally trust, and he's making you loads and loads and oodles of profit, you'll trust him. You don't have a problem. But every decision if that guy makes and you keep losing money, are you going to trust him? It's a simple common sense. So Fong Lee, hope I got that name right, the company's president will assume the role of CEO. So the guy below him is going to be the CEO at MicroStrategy, which is currently the public company with the largest Bitcoin treasury. And given the fact it's a public company, they have responsibilities to the shareholders. The changes will take effect on Monday, August 8, and according to Saylor, the role split will allow him to focus on even more significantly on the firm's Bitcoin holdings, which is bullshit. He's just trying to save his face. So here they have a nice photograph where they show as of March 31st, 2022, it was only Michael Saylor, chairman and chief executive officer, and below him was Fong Lee, president and chief financial officer. But now, effective 8th August, it's going to be Michael Saylor, executive chairman. That title, chairman and chief executive officer, is no longer there. So he's executive chairman, president and chief financial officer. Fong Lee is the same. Below that is Andrew Kang, new guy, senior VP and chief financial officer. So Michael Saylor's title is no longer there, if you notice. Okay, that's a very, very big thing. Fong Lee was chief financial officer, now he's chief executive officer, and the guy below that is taking his position. So Michael Saylor is now being pushed aside. I will remain in the executive officer of the chair of the company and chairman of the board of directors, as well as assuming the chair of investments committee and leading our Bitcoin acquisition strategy. See, he can't say anything negative because the whole company's shtick, the whole company's value was based on his vision. In fact, if you would check his Twitter account, he made his eyes like thunder and lightning, as if he was some Marvel superhero, like I don't know, like Thanos or something like that. So he was up in the air. Now see, now the market is bearish. It's going to go down, 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 down. So obviously you have to report to shareholders. You are held accountable to them, and shareholders don't give a damn about long-term vision. They want every quarter, they want profits. Okay, so the company is undergoing a lot of stress and pressure. My focus is Bitcoin advocacy and education, all that bullshit which he talks, like Bitcoin Mining Council and being a spokesperson and envoy of the global Bitcoin community. Yeah, whatever. Nobody's going to take you seriously anymore. When you're making money, everyone takes you seriously. When you're losing money, nobody does. Describing the move as expanding and reorganizing the managing team, Saylor said it has been a decision 7 years in the making. That's all garbage. That's all management talk, where they give all this, our shareholders and, allies, like how the politicians talk. Biden, remember Biden and Saudi? Okay. It was carefully considered and planned at the board leadership for many years. It was clear to the company watchers that Lee was an apparent heir. When asked what changes he wanted to make as a CEO, Lee said, "This is business as usual." Obviously, he can't say anything much. We are very aligned to run the enterprise software company and very aligned to Bitcoin acquisition strategy. They will see, the problem is they're stuck with it, because if they bought it at a higher price and if you try to sell lower price, it's bad. Unless the company is going to file for bankruptcy, then they don't have a choice. I don't have any significant changes planned because they should not rock the boat. The biggest change we are going to observe is Chief Financial Officer Andrew Kang joining both of us months ago to run the financial organization, which means that they have stopped believing this guy. We are actually expanding the management team with Andrew, a full-time executive. Our balance sheet has grown with our debt offering and ability to issue equity, and the explosion of our enterprise business value from 600 million to 5.5 billion, which means the finance function has become a full-time job. They will talk a lot of blah, 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 but I can tell you they're sweating very badly. They are literally under a lot of stress. The three of us make a great team. That's all, again, management bullshit. Prior to the earnings call, the company issued a press release announcing the leadership change. I believe that splitting the roles of chairman and CEO will enable us to pursue two corporate strategies, all that management talk. Saylor said, as executive chairman, I will be able to focus more on Bitcoin. Same all bullshit he gave. Okay, as of June 29th, MicroStrategy held 129,699, that is 129,699 BTC, or about 2.99 billion, 3 billion, okay, worth today's prices. Per the company, the coins were acquired at an average price of 30.664, but then the firm went underwater on its investment. So they purchased it when it was 30,000. I think currently it is around 20,000 or 23. So they have lost quite a sum of money. It's not small chump change because he bought in millions. Anyway, apart from that, the other headlines is Robinhood. I'll put the links below. Okay, Robinhood crypto arm hit with 30 million fine by state regulators. Then other articles is Ethereum just plunged into its lowest level against Bitcoin since October 2021. Then another one is 1.25 billion in liquidations as Bitcoin price briefly dips below 21K. See, now all the news is only negative. Over 160 million shorts liquidated as BTC push for, okay, whatever, another news. So, see, everybody wants to be rich. Everyone wants to make millions and billions and all that. And the problem is, as long as there is greed, as long as people are stupid and they will give you justifiable bullshit to justify their nonsense, this is going to happen. End of the day, people who have to make money, who are uber rich, have made money. But the majority, the 80 to 90%, they have lost. Anyway, I can only tell you, you can believe whatever bullshit you want to believe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Michael Saylor? Talia. See? Symbol, uneducated, tattooed guy in Koh Samui with no clothes predicted this. I gave my Panditgiri. What happened finally? Shata. That's the Indian style of saying. Okay. All right. You guys take care. It's me signing off. Bye.